missed vlogging so much. It's been a hot second, and today I'm gonna make like the coziest vlog ever, I hope. So I'm very excited. I've just been like chilling under here in my weighted blanket thinking about all the cozy hobbies that I want to do this afternoon. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather and the kids just went down for their nap, so I think I'm gonna take the next 2 hours to just be cozy and take care of myself and do some self-care, because that feels like what my body needs today, and I thought I would take you guys along with me. I've got so many fun new hobby things that I got for Christmas. I'm really feeling like I'm in my cozy hobby era, just kind of rediscovering who I am after having kids and trying new things. So I've got some coloring things we can do. I've got paint by numbers. I've got some new video games to play. And I want to show you guys my new cozy gaming setup because I don't think I've shown it on here yet. And I'm really excited about it. I've been having a lot of fun decorating it recently. But first, since I'm sick, I think a cozy drink is in order. Normally I'm a coffee girl, but when I'm sick, I love tea. I'm gonna be doing this one today. It's from Tea Goblin, and it's their Enchanted Forest blend, which is apple, carob, caramel bits, edible gold coloring. It's got like edible glitter in it. Hazelnut brittle, coconut, almond, macadamia nut, white cocoa butter, chicory root. Oh, it just smells like a warm hug. I'm very excited. While that's heating up, I wanted to show you guys my cozy movement hack, I guess. Today's supposed to be a movement day for me, but there's no way I'm lifting weights when I have a cold. So instead, this is what I've been doing recently. It's just become a part of my morning routine, and I'm actually obsessed. I got this little walking pad. It was not very expensive. I'll link it down below. It's like not the cutest thing in the world. But I saw this girl on TikTok, I'll link the video down below, and she said that she puts on this YouTube video and does a morning walk to Hogwarts every morning from Hogsmeade, and I thought that was the cutest, coziest way to move your body. So I've been doing that. I'll also link this YouTube channel. They have a bunch of different like video game walk videos, so you can do like Skyrim, or there's also just like nature hike ones out there on YouTube, but I've been loving specifically the Hogwarts Legacy ones, and I just like get on my little walking pad, and sometimes I have a little coffee and I just walk for half an hour, and it's so much fun and so cozy. I think our tea is ready. It's very sparkly. Cheers. Oh, I love it. It's such a unique tea too. It's almost like a dessert, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to decide what I want to do first. I'm kind of in like a coloring mood. All my coloring supplies are upstairs by my cozy hobby gaming setup. So maybe we'll do a little tour of that, then do a little bit of coloring time. Just see where the afternoon takes us. While I'm up here, show you my little cozy outfit of the day. We went very comfy today. I like this set a lot. It's from a local business. I actually bought it from one of my mother-in-law's former students from before she retired when she was teaching. Very, very cute. Very, very comfy. It's this like ribbed material. And I really, really like the flared pants, even if I am a little too short for them. But without further ado, let's go look at my gaming setup. Ta-da! Here she is, just the middle part. Obviously, you may have guessed that this is Matt's. And then here's Matt's little gaming setup. So we've got a little his and hers situation going on. One thing you'll notice a lot of is like D&D stuff. Like this is my little cauldron full of dice. This is my dice tower, complete with my little badger familiar from one of the campaigns that I play where I'm like a nature witch. Matt and I are actually playing in 2 different like consistent D&D campaigns right now, both with subscribers. I just like put the call out on Instagram and we formed 2 different groups. So one of them I'm a player character in, and the other one I'm actually DMing. We had a session last night. So this is where I do all of that. And I've just loved having this space so far because it's purely for hobbies and entertainment. Like I don't do work here. This is just like a me space where I can have fun and relax. I think that's really important for me as somebody whose work and life have a very fuzzy dividing line. This has been really good. I've got some Funko Pops over here. This was given to me as a gift when I played Wednesday in the Addams Family musical. Rapunzel. Obviously, I love Rapunzel. Some Taylor Swift going on. Howl's Moving Castle. We've got some gorgeous art by this local artist called Fossilized Sap. It's of the bad kids from Dimension 20's Fantasy High. Need to clean the wall there. Some beautiful crochet flowers from Little Lily Bee on Etsy. I've got my little cow. Actually, I've got 2 little cows. I love cows. And then it's kind of hard to see these because of the glare, but Matt just like ordered me these Pokemon cards in protective sleeves because he said they both reminded me of him, and I don't really play a ton of Pokemon, but I think that's the cutest thing in the world. Then going down to the desk area, I have made this so like girly pop girly coded. I have this little neon sign that used to be in my office forever ago, if you remember that. This was just an old monitor that Matt had that I actually wrapped in like white Cricut vinyl to make it a little bit more aesthetic. My headphones, which I tied bows to because Cozy K gave me the idea and I thought it was so cute. I love this little Lily of the Valley lamp. It has a couple different color settings and it just gives a really nice cozy vibe. Got my giant D20 here for important roles. Oh, not athletic. And we've got this coaster just from the Target dollar section. My Nintendo Switch, cutest ever little phone holder. These are some minis of some of my D&D characters, past and present. I made this little coaster out of an old quilt. And then this like little keyboard setup. I absolutely love these keycaps that I got from Amazon. They're cherries, like cherry themed keyboard. And listen. So creamy. And then over here on the side is my coloring stuff, which I must admit has gotten a little bit excessive, but I'm kind of addicted to this. I also got the like viral TikTok crisscross chair when they were doing the purple ticket thing where you could like have people click your link and get a bunch of free credit. So first of all, thank you if you clicked my link on Instagram. I got to get this lovely chair. And honestly, I'm sorry to say it is worth the hype. I absolutely love this as an ADHD person. I can sit all of the weird ways that my heart desires. All right, let's see. What are we gonna color today? Something really important when you're doing one of these is to use the like protective sheet that goes in between the pages. Otherwise it'll bleed. I will say these do have quite a bit of a learning curve. Once you get the hang of it and you learn how to like chase your ink and how far to the border you need to go so it doesn't like bleed over, it's so satisfying. And I thought while we were coloring, I would just have a little life chat with you guys, a little life update. Because honestly, I have been feeling a little bit lost in life recently. A lot, really, if I'm being honest, a lot lost in life, which is very strange because that is something I've never experienced before in my life. I've always been just like a very driven person. I've always had a big goal in mind and I've been sprinting toward it since, before I can remember. It was kind of like, get good grades in high school so you can get a full ride scholarship and then go to college and get good grades to get a good job and then get married and buy a house and have babies and grow my YouTube channel and all the things. And it's like, I feel like I'm at a point now where I've kind of achieved the American dream, I guess, which is like a wonderful thing. I'm so grateful for my home and my family and obviously for you guys and for this channel, but I'm also feeling a little bit like listless. Like what's next? Matrescence is obviously such a huge identity shift for so many people, and it definitely was for me. And now that I'm like getting these little pockets of free time again, I'm trying to figure out like, who the heck am I now? After kids, like what do I like to do? What are my hobbies? Who are my friends? And on one hand, that's been a fun exploration. I've enjoyed trying new things. I'm continuing to do that for sure, but it's also a little bit stressful because I just feel like, what if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm not living up to my full potential or whatever? It's like that gifted kid burnout thing. I don't know. Did any of you guys also feel like that? Like you had to completely relearn who you were after the first few years of motherhood when you're kind of coming out of the trenches and you're like, oh yeah, I am also a separate human being other than mom. I think a lot of it is also uncoupling my sense of self from my productivity and from the things that I produce. And that's why like cozy hobbies like this are so nice. Trying to work on doing things that don't have to produce any kind of money making or money saving result, like things that are just fun, which is harder for me than I thought that it would be, especially when I have a tendency to kind of monetize my hobbies, which yes, I am aware I am doing that right now. But this is a good way for me to get in some self-care time, doing a little bit of double duty. Like, for example, with my book, I wrote my dream book for me I wrote exactly what I wanted to write, and I am like in love with it, and I'm obsessed with it. And granted, like 90% of the reviews have been so kind. And I have like, I think a 4.5 stars on Amazon and like 4.3 on Goodreads, but it's like the 2 mean reviews that I've gotten that have like sent me spiraling and like really messed with me. I got one recently that was like a 3-star, and for some reason the 3-star reviews for me are like harder than any other kind of review, because I think it's like harder for me to be told that I'm mediocre than to be told that I'm bad. But the person was like, I liked it, but I also didn't like it. And then proceeded to just tear the book apart in like, I kid you not, like 1,000 words. It really messed with me, and I like cried for like a day. And I learned a couple things from that. One of them, of course, is like, don't read your reviews. That should have been obvious. I shouldn't have done that in the first place, but I did. And you know, you gotta learn sometimes. So that's a change I'll be making going forward. But also it was that thing of like, I feel like my character was being attacked. Like I was being told that I was bad and wrong. And I am doing the work to like divorce my sense of self from the things that I produce and the way that people perceive me. And I wanted to talk about it, even though it's not like, you know, fun or glamorous, just because I think that like these parts of life, the parts where you have to recalibrate and decide who you're going to be and how you're going to move forward and how you're going to take care of yourself, are like a big part of life, and they're just like not talked about on the internet a lot. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, I'm just trying to do more things to take care of me that don't have to produce anything. Something that I also wanted to talk about on a much happier note is, you might have noticed my channel name changed recently. I changed it to Meg Acuña's Cozy Cottage, and the idea is that eventually it's going to change to just Meg's Cozy Cottage. And my content isn't really going to be changing. It's basically just for the algorithm and for new people to find the channel, because we've been a little bit stagnant for a while, and I just want to reach new people and to grow our community. And so like, I think having that like cozy cottage like keywords in the channel name will help when my videos land on someone's discover page, for them to be like, oh, I automatically know what this channel is about and I like this, and maybe I'll subscribe. So we'll see how it works. It's been a fun little project. I like did a new YouTube banner, and like I am, you guys know, like focusing my content more on me and my hobbies and less on like the kids, just as they've grown older and the internet has changed and AI and all of that. I've been kind of working on taking them more and more off of the interwebs. So it's been a fun project. It'll still be a lot of, you know, like this cozy vlogs, hobbies, DIYs, home projects. But I did want to address that in case you saw it and were like, oh, like somebody created a fake channel. Like, no, it is actually my channel, and I did actually change the name on purpose. I'm hearing a toy buzzing from the other room, which means that at least one of the kids is up. So we'll see. I might not get to finish this page, but at least I get to have a little bit of me time. Let's see. What are some of the cozy hobbies that I've tried recently? Coloring has been one. Cozy gaming has been another one. I've really enjoyed playing Infinity Nikki. If you saw my like free no spend favorites video, you'll probably already have seen that, but that's been super fun, and I cannot believe it's a free game. I've also really been enjoying House Flipper, which is exactly what it sounds like. You go into like derelict houses and like clean them up and restore them and decorate them and then sell them. It's so much fun. I've been enjoying the walking pad. I've also been enjoying a good paint by numbers. Kind of my morning routine recently has been drinking my coffee and doing like 10 minutes worth of paint by numbers, and the one that I have right now is like really detailed and complicated, so it's going to take me forever to finish it, but it's just like a nice way to start my morning, again, instead of like just scrolling, which is what I previously have done, which is not my favorite thing, but it's okay. We can change our habits. Wow, I cannot multitask and talk and do this. It's like bleeding everywhere. That's okay. All right, Juniper's calling. I'm ready to wake up. So I'm going to go get her. I will pop in a picture of what this looks like when I finish it here, because I'm already liking how it's turning out, even though it's a little bit imperfect. One of my favorite things to do at the very end is go in and like add all of the shadows and the highlights with the pen and like the darker colors, the alcohol markers. So satisfying. But for now I have to go and do mom duty. But I do have my writing group later tonight, so I think I will take you guys along with me for that as well. I made it. I made it to writing group. It is a long drive, but this is one of the highlights of my week. As I've been exploring what this next phase of life looks like for me, I've been trying to add in more social things. So like our D&D campaigns that I mentioned before, and then I also wanted something in person. So I've been going to this writing group once a week. It's actually run by a YouTuber. Her username is Brielle Writes, so go and check out her channel. She is currently working on her debut romantasy novel. I cannot wait to read it when it comes out because it sounds so good. And we all just meet up once a week and have tacos and margaritas and wine and tempeh bowls and all get a little bit of writing done. So I'm very excited to go see everybody. We just took holiday breaks. This is the first time I'm seeing everybody in a couple of weeks. So hopefully we get some good writing done.
You could call it division or tether. All at once I can see it, put back together. You could call it division. You could call it division.
I'm dead.
You could call it division.
Back from writing group, and I think it's time to get in our cozies and close out this day with a little bit of reading. I just finished my first read of 2025. I don't know if it quite counts because it wasn't a full book. It was a novella called Bound to the Orc Ranger. I got this for free on the Cozy the Day Away Kindle event. So it only took me like an hour and a half to read. It was cute. I am gonna go write it down in my little reading journal that I got from, oh, what's the company called? The Bookish Goods. The only thing I will say that got me every single time is the main character in the story had like a necklace that was like a piece of crystal on a string, and every time I saw the chapter breaks, it just looked like a tampon to me, and it brought me out of it every single time. I still need to go back and fill in some details, but I wanted to show you guys this cutie little journal. I've got my TBR in the front here, and then all the review pages have a space for rating, title, author, when you started and finished the book, your favorite quote, genre, what format you read it in, thoughts, and then there's room for like more journaling in the back. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for our cozy little vlog today. Make sure that you're subscribed if you want to see more cozy hobby content and lifestyle vlogs just like this one. I love you guys lots, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!
I follow